Now, ladies and gentlemen, $700,000 worth of CSGO skins were hacked and sold off. People unknowing these were stolen and hacked in the first place ended up buying them because they were a pretty good bargain. Those people, the innocent players, are now banned. And to top everything off, Valve also deleted half of these items, if not all of them. So this past couple of weeks in the Counter-Strike community, especially when it comes to investing in just items in general, especially at that higher tier category, could not get any more weird. Just a couple days ago, we covered the biggest scam in CSGO's and most Steam's history, where the person behind it was the people you're supposed to trust the most and go to for help in an instance like this. That was, of course, Steam support. There was a story published by another Russian CSGO YouTuber, MZK Show. Over $10 million were scammed and stolen from dormant CSGO accounts, then were sold off to third-party sites, and this story is just coming out now 2 years later. Today's video is mainly going to be focused on CSGO XO, on how users found an exploit to steal over $700,000 in skins, then sell them off. Those people are on the run, also banned, and the people who bought those skins are banned also.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly, has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So it just seems like every single day there's some sort of new scam, exit scam, or some sort of big scheme and scandal behind the scenes that people don't know about. And well, this one here today could actually affect you. Unlike the Steam support scam, where they were targeting dormant accounts that were AFK for years and really only had $50,000 to $100,000 plus in their inventory, this CSGO XO scam could affect, well, just your average guy and average Joe buying skins, or possibly even selling. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what CSGO XO is, or was at this point, it was a trading site very similar to TradeOut.gg or CS Money. Now, if you guys remember, just a little over a year ago, I believe under at this point, CS Money was also hacked, but they figured out their problems very quickly. If you go to the website right now, it's obviously not up, and it just has the 3 profiles of the people who stole the skins in the first place, and well, they're all trade banned, or at least private profiles at this point. What originally ended up happening is, well, this main guy, Rosa, the only guy with a public profile, but obviously everything in his inventory is banned, he found an exploit on the site, started getting skins slowly but surely, most likely was laundering with them, trying to sell them on third-party sites, sell them for cash, trade them on other trading sites, switch them over to other people's inventories. CSGO XO was doing some monthly calculations most likely and saw that they were missing a few $100,000 in skins. With that, and most likely a lot of other people would do the exact same, they shut down the site for at least that day, and it's been down for almost 2 weeks at this point. Now, these other 2 profiles were also involved, but I think it's mainly Rosa. People are also accusing this guy the most likely because he's the only guy with a public profile, and we can see what he has in his inventory, but of course that's now private. Now, the 2 sites this guy was using to cash out with these said skins are 2 big sites that a lot of people and I have used in the past and still do today. Now, the main website this guy was using and the biggest marketplace for CSGO, that being of course Buff163, but he also used a gambling site, CSGO Empire. Now, I am not sponsored by CSGO Empire, never have, never will be, but for me personally, I've used this site in the past mainly for cashing out your skins. You want e-transfer, bank transfer, anything to do with crypto. This used to work from what I know, but I believe the reason I stopped using it is because they've upped their fees quite a bit. And let's just say there was a bug a couple years ago that got exploited quite a bit. Now it's fixed, where you could pretty much get an extra 5, 10, 15, 20% every single week when that trade ban lifted when you just relist the new item you got. But that's a video for a different time. So with him laundering and selling these skins off to these 2 different marketplaces, CSGO XO went back to Valve, CSGO, and Steam and was like, hey, we're missing some skins. They were hacked, stolen, whatever you want to call it. Apparently they came in, they started just deleting the skins left, right, and center. And well, that's pretty bad if I gotta say. Now, this did happen in somewhat of a very similar situation just a few months ago at the HFP hack, where some guy got all of his skins, started selling them off on Russian third-party marketplaces and even Buff. Steam came in and banned those said skins for the people on the receiving end who got them for a pretty good price, but still very expensive, like a little over $1,000, $20,000, you get the point. They ended up losing that entire item, and in some instances trade ban, just for buying an item off of a third-party site. Now, at this point in time, some of these people that have bought the items, who were talking to Valve trying to sort this out, are now unbanned, but it just goes to show, you gotta be careful where you're buying your skins, and at the end of the day, Valve is in full control. They have the ban hammer. For some content creators, traders, and even big people on Twitter, they can end your entire career with just one slap of the hammer. Now, of course, if you are legitimate, and you can prove that, you're gonna be fine. Now, what's gonna happen at this point, I believe Buff is going to refund all the players. CSGO XO should do the same. Zipple has a great thread about this on Twitter, pretty much on this exact topic. What's going to happen to the people who bought these said skins on Buff and through gambling websites? He says the sites with a proper KYC, no know your customer are most likely going to get a refund. People saying they should give the items back to CSGO EXO. I'm going to say no in this case. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, especially website owners that are too lazy or don't want to spend the money to update the security with these websites, they should be held accountable and kind of forced to do so in this day and age where anything can be taken and of course hacked at this point. Now that pretty much wraps up today's video, but leads us into a closing discussion and more so question for you guys. With there being a lot of controversy behind skins, trading websites, and trading in general this past year, like with yesterday's video, the HFB hack, this entire situation, will scandals kill CSGO? My answer to that very quickly is probably not, but it just really sucks to see a lot of scumbags. Will Valve possibly implement a new system that makes it harder for us to trade, but of course it's still tradable? Love to hear what you guys think down below. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.